Good morning, children. Sairam, welcome back. Children, in my previous presentation, we have done the SI units of some of the basic physical quantities, that is length, mass, time, electric current, thermodynamic temperature, amount of substance, and luminous intensity. Now SI unit also I have explained you. Now next is what all these SI unit mean, that what is the meaning of a meter, what is 1 meter. Now 1 meter, as I have told you, it is the SI unit of length. 1 meter is the length of the path travelled by light in vacuum during the time interval 1 upon 299,792,454 part of a second. Now children, all these are in your NCERT book. If you open, you will see this chart in which the definition for all these things are given. What is second, what is kilogram, it is the mass of a platinum iridium cylinder that is kept in Paris. Now all these definitions you don't need to learn, but just have a look on what is meant by a mole, what is candela, what is ampere, what is meant by a second. Now we'll not go in detail with this, it is because it is just for your knowledge, it will never be asked in any of the exam, but being a science student you should have the knowledge about what is meant by 1 kg, what is a second, how are we taking the unit in second. Now all these things you kindly go through these things. Now next we have to see in chemistry, as you all know, we will be studying about the atoms, the molecules. The atoms are so small, they are microscopic, that we cannot measure it in the unit of meter, or the weight also we cannot measure in kgs. Though the kg is the SI unit, though meter is the SI unit, but we cannot measure in those units. Instead we use certain prefixes with their symbols. So we'll be discussing these prefixes also. Not all we are using, you all can see here important ones we will be doing, like nanometer. If suppose the unit we are measuring in nanometer, what is the relation between meter and nanometer? See, this nanometer is equal to 10 raised to the power minus 9th part of a meter. You have to remember. Similarly, this just a minute. Similarly, this heptometer is equal to minus 24th part of a meter. 10 raised to power minus 24. Minus is not visible here, but minus is there before 24, 21, 18, 12, 9, 6, 3, 2 and minus 1 also. Now you have to remember these units. Not all are very important. I'll just tick out the important ones for you, like picometer 10 raised to power minus 12, nanometer 10 raised to power minus 9, micro 10 raised to power minus 6. Similarly, centimeter you all know minus 2, and decimeter is 10 raised to power minus 1. And in positive if we go, it will be deca, hecto, kilo, mega, giga, tera, peta, exa, zeta and iota. Now you have to remember these. The important ones I have ticked for you. Will be doing the numericals, then you will be using all those things. So you have to remember these things. Now next, what we have to study, the important topic for today is the uncertainty in measurement. Uncertainty in measurement, as I have told you. Now children, when we are doing any chemical reaction related experiment, we have to go through many of the values. We can get the experimental value by conducting the experiment, and we get the theoretical value also is there with us. Many a times there may be variations between the experimental data and the theoretical data. Now there are certain meaningful ways in which we can handle the numbers conveniently and present the data realistically by using certain methods. and showing the certainty to the possible extent. Now we can do this by using a number of ways. The first one we'll be discussing is your writing the numbers in the scientific notation, and second is the significant figures. Now scientific notation, why we are writing the numbers in scientific notation? See what happens in chemistry, as I told you, we are dealing with very very small molecules, and we cannot write it in meters. If we are measuring the length, we cannot write it in meters. Instead we have to write it in picometer, as I told you, 10 raised to power minus 12, nanometer 10 raised to power minus 9, and we go through such values. If we are not writing minus 10, minus 12, minus 9, then we have to write 0.000000 this, and there is no use and meaning of writing this in like this. So instead what we do is we write the numbers in the scientific notation. Now see how to write the number in the scientific notation. You all can see on the screen, I have written a number 602200, and see many zeros are there till the end. You can see 3 plus 3 6, 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. 20 zeros are there after 4 non-zero digits. Now we cannot write always like this, it doesn't looks good also. So instead we write the numbers in the scientific notation. Now the meaning of scientific notation is that we have to put the decimal after the first non-zero digit. Like for example, I have written here 6.022 into 10 raised to power 20, it was 23, I forgot to write, just a minute. Here it is 23. So it is 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23. How I have written? If we consider that the decimal was present here after the last zero, we'll jump this decimal from here to here, here to here, here to here, 3 places, 6 places, then 9 places, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 and 23. That means before 23 places we have taken the decimal, so the power of 10 becomes 23. You all have learned all these things in mathematics also. I don't think it will be harder for you now. Now similarly, if the decimal point, instead of being present at the end of the number, it is present in the beginning of the number. Like in the second example I have shown you, it is 0.00016. There is no use of writing in 0.00016. So instead we write it in the scientific notation like 1.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. We have taken the decimal to the right hand side, we'll write minus. If we are taking the decimal to the left hand side, we'll write the power in plus. It is plus 23. If we are taking to the right hand side, 4 places we have jumped, we'll write it in the form of minus 4. Hope you are understanding this. Now the next important uncertainty in measurement is your this significant figures. We can count the number of significant figures in any digit. Now before explaining how to count, you should be knowing what is meant by the significant figures. Now see, the uncertainty in the experimental or the calculated values is indicated by mentioning the number of significant figures. As I told you, there comes uncertainty generally in the experimental value and the theoretical value. Now we can calculate the uncertainty by counting the number of significant figures. Now what are significant figures? They are the meaningful digits which are known with certainty. That means जो certainty के साथ मिले हैं, that are the meaningful digits. Like for example, if we are having 11.2 ml, as it is written here, you can see 11.2 ml. This is the digit we have. Now 11 is certain and 2 is uncertain, and the uncertainty would be plus minus 1. So this is your uncertainty. Now there are certain rules to find out the number of significant figures. See the rules to determine the significant figures. Now the first rule is all non-zero digits are significant. Like for example, suppose you are having a number 426. 426. Now how many significant figures are there in 426? 3 significant figures are there. Similarly, if suppose you are having this 2486, how many significant figures are there? Yes, 4 significant figures are there. Now the second rule is preceding to the first non-zero digit are not significant. That means suppose we are having the number 0.026. Now you all can see here 2 zeros are there before the first non-zero digit. The first non-zero digit here is 2. Now 2 zeros are there before that. So the 2 zeros are not significant. Only 26. That is, there are 2 significant figures here only, 2 and 6. The first non-zero digit is 2 and the zeros before the non-zero digits, they cannot be considered as significant. Now the third rule is zeros between 2 non-zero digits are significant. Like for example, you have 4006. Now in this 4006, the 2 zeros which are coming between these 2 non-zero digits, like this 4 is a non-zero digit, 6 is a non-zero digit, and 2 zeros are there between 2 non-zero digits. So both these zeros are significant. So how many significant figures are there? 4 significant figures are there. Similarly, the fourth important rule is zeros at the end or the right hand side of a number are significant provided they are on the right side of the decimal point. That means if suppose you are having 6.0, then this 0 which is present on the right hand side of the decimal point is significant. We generally do not give any importance to this 0 which is present after decimal, but here in chemistry you have to give it an importance. This is a significant figure. The 0 which is present on the right hand side of the non-zero digits is significant when it is present on the right hand side of the decimal point. This 0 is significant, and between two significant figures, if any other 0 also comes, then that will also be a significant figure. Now next is in numbers written in scientific notation, all digits are significant. Like for example, if suppose I have written 2.5 into 10 raised to the power 22, then all the numbers which are present here are significant. We will not say that it is 22 zeros, then they are not significant. No, we will consider all these as the significant figures. Now children, to revise the topic, do note down all the things which I have explained today with the help of slides in your fair notebook, and will proceed with the next topic in my next presentation. Thank you. Sai Ram.